Why does everybody think that everything is supposed to be so quick and easy? That's what I want to know. So let's dive into this topic. Welcome to the Authentic Pulse, a product of the Authentic Take. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this was a topic I was really thinking about because I come from a generation where hard work and things just take time. And I feel like this generation, a lot of people that weren't raised in maybe the 80s and early 90s, and I'm dating myself, or aging myself. I think people just want a quick turnaround, and I think people got to realize that stuff's not easy. And I think that's something that we've lost as the youth has taken over. I really don't like it, and I think it's an aspect of life that should really change. And we are the ones that would have to change that. Because there's something that I always see that I'm just like, it's just crazy. Everybody allegedly has anxiety now. And it's just so funny. It's not funny because people these days, if they get into a pressure situation, it's like all of a sudden they got anxiety. And this is not the anxiety with, people that have gone through trauma, abuse, and stuff like that. That stuff is really stuff you have to work on, and that is proven. And that is something that I believe that is very truthful. But people just blame everything like, oh, I didn't get my coffee this morning. I got so much anxiety. Or I didn't get to post the content I wanted to do today. I got so much anxiety. And it's like having anxiety is not being under pressure. Sometimes you are just under pressure. And for a experience with myself, when I was highly pressured at a job I was working at, I thought I was having a heart attack, but I ended up having or being diagnosed with an anxiety attack. I've only had one of them in my life, so knock on wood, hopefully that don't happen again. But anxiety is not a feeling, it is something that actually happens, and it's really an overwhelming feeling, like you're having a heart attack. An anxiety attack is, but I feel like it's really weird that everybody blames everything and says that they got anxiety. I think it's really weird. I think this situation or act is just kind of seeing how the times we are right now are very weak, are very sensitive, and stuff like that. And it's just unbelievable. It's like, where are the people that have the strength to deal with day-to-day life or hard situations? Or are those pressure cooker people like Jordan in the fourth quarter asking for the ball and taking that shot? Yeah, that's a little bit of my sports stuff bleeding through. But I just don't get why people, instead of saying, I'm going to deal with this situation, I'm going to handle it, they use anxiety as a crutch. Is this really what life is now? Are we this weak? Have our backbones really disappeared? And if you get all mad at this is just my opinion. You might agree, you might not. But this is definitely what I believe, that a small percentage of this world, the people might have anxiety that I truly believe in, but the other people that say they have it, it's just a cop-out. And I really feel that instead of using this as a crutch, that people would step up, deal with their emotions, deal with the adversities in life that I have done. I've dealt with this stuff that I should have had anxiety for, things I've gone through with myself, in relationships, with my kids. I just stood up and faced everything that was in front of me and didn't say, I have anxiety. So I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just saying that I feel like as this generation unfolds and as we live day-to-day life here in 2026, we need to be a little bit stronger and not just blame everything on anxiety or you're stressed out, because everybody is. You just got to be tough enough to deal with this hard life that we live every day. But tell me your opinion. Can you relate to this? Does everybody just point and use anxiety as a crutch? Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This has been the Authentic Pulse.